Hello and welcome back to my channel. Happy first full-length video of 2025. Since the last time I posted a full-length video, the subscriber count for this channel has doubled. I cannot thank you enough for all of your support and encouraging words, and for each and every one of you who decided to subscribe for more videos. Making videos has brought me so much joy already, and having so many ideas for other things to share makes me so excited for the future of this channel. In a recent poll I shared, I asked which full-length video you guys would like to see next, and the winner of that poll was my everyday makeup. I have all of my routine ready to share. This is the makeup look that I did, so without further ado, let's get into it. I like to put my everyday makeup into a travel bag. I put all my makeup in here because I typically do my makeup while I'm diffusing my hair. Since I have curly hair, I have to diffuse it to style it. So I typically just take this with me wherever I'm going to diffuse my hair, and I find it easier to then travel if I need to just take this with me. I don't have to pack anything else. In my vanity, I have other kinds of makeup that's like not everyday type stuff. Today I already diffused it so that I can show you guys the routine. And before I get started with the makeup, I am going to use the Tula Skincare 24/7 Moisture Hydrating Day and Night Cream and put this on any dry patches that I see, just to make sure that I'm not putting makeup on top of any dead or dry skin, just because it's going to cling to that spot if I do. So I know I have some acne here that's dry, so I'm going to put some there. Sometimes my nose, especially in the winter, gets pretty dry, so I'm just going to put a little bit on to kind of prep, make sure that I don't have any makeup that's going to stick to that area. The winter has made my lips really dry as well, so I'm going to use this e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator stick. I really like this product because I don't have to put it on my fingers to apply, so I don't have to get super messy. This is strawberry scented also, which is great. So I'm just going to rub that here to try and get any dead skin up. Make sure that everything's just nice and prepped to put makeup on top. Rub it in. And then I'm just going to take a makeup wipe to wipe it off. Next, I'm going to take a damp Real Techniques Beauty Blender and use it to apply my Eavesdrop Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. It's like a tinted moisturizer. This is what I use as my foundation. I'm going to apply some to the back of my hand a little bit and use my Beauty Blender to apply. I'm just going to put this anywhere I see any blemishes or any areas that I know I have redness, and dot it. These are the typical areas that I put it because I know that I either have some acne there or it's somewhere that has discoloration. Now I'm going to take the this is ridiculous. Okay, I can't believe I'm doing this on camera. Okay, I'm going to take the Beauty Blender and blend all of this in just with some soft tapping motions. This is just going to blur the product into the right spots. I find that when I use a damp beauty blender, it makes sure that it doesn't just soak up the product since it's already wet. And I think it's easier to blend, kind of like with a paintbrush. Painting with a dry brush is much more difficult than with a wet brush. I'm just making sure to apply this anywhere I see redness. This is also in the shade 1. Because I'm very pale. What's really nice about this is that it's buildable, so it goes on really light in the areas that you want just a little soft color, but it can be layered, especially if you have acne or any dark spots. So I'm just going to layer it in the spots that I know I need it. Okay. I'm going to take a finger and dot it into the product here just to put a little bit more. I find that if I use a finger, the product goes on thicker than if I use a beauty blender. So where I have acne, I usually just dot it on and blend it with my finger instead. I'm going to take a little bit more with my finger and dot it under my eyes so that I get coverage for my dark circles. Next, I'm going to take just my beauty blender and apply some to my lid so that I don't have any spots that are a different color. Again, this doesn't go on very thick. It's not a foundation. It's really just a tinted moisturizer. What I also like about it being a moisturizer is that it's not dry or thick. It's buildable, but if you want just a thin, soft coverage, it gives you that as well. Making sure that I don't have totally different color from my face on my eyes. I'm gonna take a tissue and wipe off the excess product from the back of my hand. Next, this is my travel purse makeup pouch. This is just the products that I take with me. The two products I'm going to take out of here for now are Eco Tools Travel Brush for like face powder, Wet n Wild, just an eyeshadow brush. I'll talk about how I'm going to use these in just a second, but the product that I'm going to apply with them is another Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and this is in the shade 110. I think it's Cool Pink, but I'm going to use the face powder brush and then just tap it into here a couple times and apply it over top of my tinted moisturizer. This is just gonna make sure that I'm not oily, I don't have any shiny parts. I personally prefer matte makeup over dewy makeup. What's nice is you kind of get the best of both with this combination. These two products go really, really well together, and I find that this soft blur just gives you that little extra bit of coverage, again, without being like a foundation. I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush and dot it into the pan and tap it underneath my eye just to make sure that that product I put under my eye doesn't crease and gives me that little bit of extra coverage that I want. And then again, same thing over my acne spots there. I'm gonna take the face brush. It's kind of like the same order as I did the moisturizer with the Beauty Blender, just with the powder this time. Again, making sure that my eyelids are in a totally different color than my face. I'm applying it to my T-zone. Okay. I usually try to avoid the spots that my freckles are, just because I want to make sure I'm not covering those up, because I do like my freckles. They're not very apparent in the winter. But the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my chapstick out of my bag. This is the Burt's Bees birthday cake chapstick. I put this on so that my lips will be moisturized by the time I go to put my lip product on. So just make sure that they're hydrated before I put on my lipstick. And then I'm going to grab I'm gonna grab an eyebrow brush and fluff my eyebrows to get the powder out of them. Just make sure that any powder I got in them comes out. That's all I actually do for my eyebrows. I don't put any product on my eyebrows. I just prefer not to. I've done it before, but I was never really good at it, and I never really liked how it looked. So, yeah, I just prefer not to. I'm gonna get my eyelids prepped for eyeshadow by using the Morphe eyelid primer. This is very, very cheap and works really, really well. It's 12-hour long wear and it's waterproof. It really makes it so my eyeshadow doesn't crease. I take a little bit onto my finger and just dot it onto my eyelid, just putting it all over anywhere I'm gonna put my eyeshadow. While that sits on my eyelids for just a second, I'm gonna put on some blush. I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush, very complicated, and the Physicians Formula Glow and Mood Boosting blush, and this is in the shade Natural. I love this blush because it has hearts and it's pink, and it also is sparkly just a little bit. I just take the brush and tap it into the pan, make sure I have some product on there. The way I like to apply my blush for my face shape is to smile so that I see this higher part of my cheek and put my blush right onto there. And then I just tap it on a couple spots until I feel like I have enough. Next, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. My favorite eyeshadow palette is the 35XO Natural Flirt from Morphe. I love the colors in this. This was a Christmas gift that I got a couple years ago. And I love the colors because they're just all so pink and sparkly. I'm going to take my finger and swipe it into the shade Touchy Feely. This is a kind of light pink sparkly, and then just apply that to the lid. I dot this all over Then I'm going to take the ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Tassel. I'm going to put this again on my middle finger and swipe it underneath my waterline here. And I'm going to try and get right under without touching my eye, just to get on that line so that it really pops. Next, I'm going to take the NYC Opal Sparkle eyeshadow and apply it towards the inner corner. Swipe it. Just lots of glitter. Nothing too complicated. And shocker, more glitter. I talked about both of these eyeshadows in my December favorites. This is Icing Mega Sparkle from Wet n Wild, just to make sure I'm all kinds of glittery. And then taking my little Hello Kitty mirror, just so I can see nice and close, I'm going to put on the Lash Paradise primer. I find that if I use primer for my mascara, it's easier to take off at night because the mascara isn't on your eyelashes, it's on top of the primer, so it comes off easier and I don't have to rub as much. So I'm just going to hold this so I can see up close and put a good amount of primer just on my top lashes. I feel like I always look kind of like Gojo with my blue eyes and white eyelashes during this step. Perfect for a Gojo cosplay as well. And while that dries, I'm going to take a Physicians Formula Sparkle eyeshadow palette and a eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques, setting brush actually, and use this for my highlighter. I'm going to use this top shade here. It's like a light sparkle. Dab the brush into that and just highlight on the tip of my nose, up the bridge as well, any high points of my face. And this is always specific to the person. The high points of your face are not the high points of everyone else's face, necessarily. That's why I put some under here as well. So where this works for you, it's going to be different. And that's a great thing. My Cupid's bow personally is very, very high, so I like to put some there as well. Now that I did that step, I am ready for my Lash Paradise waterproof mascara. And this time I am going to apply both to the top and the bottom lashes. There's a difference. First I do both eyes top and then both eyes bottom. I don't like to wiggle side to side when I do my mascara. I think it just gets too clumpy personally when I do that. So I just like to flick up and extend on the mascara that's already there. So I just try to lift up. I prefer length over volume personally. And then I'm going to do my bottom lashes. There we go. This is my all-time favorite mascara. I think I've been using it for over 5 years now. Then I'm going to take this Ulta brand, I think it's a tinted lip balm. Yeah, tinted lip balm in the shade 354. And then I'm going to take this and starting with my Cupid's bow, apply that. And then sometimes over top I like to put on one of these two Victoria's Secret lip glosses. This one is in the shade Starstruck and this one is in the shade Electric. I'm trying to decide with what I'm wearing which one works better. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. Very just bright pink glittery lip gloss. And I just kind of take the edge of the tip of this, just swipe it on. Then I just take whatever products I want to reapply and put them into this travel bag. And there you have it. This is my makeup routine that I've been doing daily for a while now. After this, I usually just put on some accessories and head out for the day. I will have links below in the description to all the products that I used in case any of them caught your eye. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for everyone who voted in the poll on which to do. The other options were a Solo Leveling Season 2 English dub reaction, a What's in My Bag video, and a Q&A Get to Know Me. If you have any questions for the Q&A Get to Know Me me video that I would love to do, please leave that down in the comments. I would love to answer it in a Q&A video. I would also love to know if you guys have any ideas for how to celebrate hitting 700 subscribers. If you guys have any ideas of ways to celebrate and what kind of videos to do to celebrate, let me know. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know by leaving a like, comment, or subscribing for more. And thank you so much again for watching!